the explosion that happened in Nashville, Tennessee, is now, from what we can tell, a bomber who was trying to take out the AT&T headquarters there, and has subsequently knocked out literally AT&T internet, cell phone, a bunch of power for not only the city of Nashville, but a lot of people in the surrounding states do not have cell phone service now if they're on AT&T.
Right, that's the excuse. AT&T. Right.
Well, and and you know, and the apparently the person of interest that the FBI is investigating now, was ostensibly a 5G truther.
Wait, are you meaning to tell me that it wasn't Merrick DeVille?
Don't believe everything you see on Twitter, kids, because
So I was saying in the pre-episode I had a take on this, and this is what it is, right? As Donald Trump gracefully leaves office and continues his book tours or whatever the fuck he ends up doing, in 2021, I think that you're going to see more of these bizarre deaths of despair. Not a lot, obviously. A lot of them are going to be, people who either overdose or just end up never talking to their kids again, or just, reintegrate back into society, right? But you're also going to see a couple of these, like, who was that fucking mail bomb guy? Y'all remember that?
Oh, Cesar Sayoc?
Yeah.
The guy, the guy with the van that had all the crazy graphics all over it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You're gonna see a lot of the bumper sticker crowd in these stochastic terrorist deaths of despair, essentially, because shit, they're special boys no longer God Emperor, and what do? Just go back to being mad at things like a regular person? Like, nope. Time to make my Marvin Heemeyer moment and fucking shoot for the stars. And, obviously I have no special insight into this guy or into, this bombing or something, but, fuck, that makes sense to me.
Bo, are you saying that the CIA is now running the QAnon account to try to keep QAnoners just radicalized enough that they don't actually realize that they are the enemy of the people, but also not so radical that they reach a make or break moment where they either have to recognize that they're being fed bullshit and reevaluate their life based on that information, or they have to go out in a flaming blaze of glory?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so first of all, I would hope that for my tax dollars' sake, the CIA is competent enough to know that QAnon people are not going to realize anything ever. So that first one's off the fucking table entirely, right? Or second one, whichever order that was. I'm not too good at my numbers. Fucking public Texas school education. Anyway, my point is, no, I think, yeah, absolutely, it's a form of controlled opposition would absolutely make sense, because, yeah, it's yet another, fucking, whether it's, lizard people with parentheses around it control the world, or it's, the big banks need to be broken up Ron Paul style shit. It's all fundamentally shit that takes away from just general meat and potatoes class consciousness, right? Clash consciousness being the Banksy documentary from 2011.
Yeah, exit through the Grift Shop.
Yeah.
No.
If you find that Grift Shop address in Maine, that's where the Chinese troops are headquartered.
Yeah.
That's where Jade Helm is finally taking place. Finally.
But I think we
Jade
just
Helm.
No. But I think we
what
just
do we need though? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just need to look at this guy's name, Anthony Quinn Warner. There's a Q in there, so I think we just need to trust the plan and enjoy the show, and it's all gonna work out. We got a capital Q in play here, folks.
Fuck.
And
me
his last name is Warner. His last name is Warner. You know who Time Warner was bought up by?
Oh shit!
AT&T.
Oh shit! I emoji,
buddy.
I emoji. We have to go deeper.
God damn it!
The thing is, as soon as I heard that this was an AT&T building, I was like, this is a 5G truther, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
A few hours later, I was correct. I was confirmed. I was like, oh.
I was really hoping that it was just someone that was really pissed off with trying to get their internet set up before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just someone who's just like really anti-capitalist. People used to bomb banks and stuff like in Uruguay and stuff. Like
As they should. Yeah.
that would have been. I mean, that would have been kind of chill.
Sounds about right.
Fucking that song that he played before the RV blew up downtown was sampled by Macklemore in
No.
fuck, look at the
No.
So it doesn't matter when this happened. My point is on the Genius Lyrics site for it page whatever literally every line of this song is annotated. What the
God.
fuck?
Oh my god.
Those
What the
Macklemore
fuck?
super fans out there.
You know what? If I had to guess, Macklemore did this himself.
Also,
This is what
like
that's what he does these days.
Macklemore's lyrics are super literal. Like he doesn't have many like double or triple entendres or he's referencing shit that you would need Rap Genius for or whatever. Like it's just pretty much what you see is what you get. There's not much beneath the surface.
But when he's saying he wears my granddad's clothes, are you saying he's literally wearing my granddad's clothes? What?
When he say he thought he was gay in elementary school, he thought he was gay in elementary school because he could.
He said,
Yep.
"What up? I got a big cock." Are we supposed
for
to
him.
take that
Good for him.
literally?
Yeah, I think we are. He's very wrapped by numbers.
People ask me if the Grift Shop is a play on Thrift Shop, and I'm like, ugh. A little part of me just shrivels up and dies inside.
Then you
It's
ask
like-
them, what?
It's like that would actually be a pretty funny sort of post irony thing to make your online brand a reference to a corny 8-year-old rap song.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
All right, in 8 years, you're releasing the shirt, cold ass honky.
Yeah.
Nobody will understand the reference or what
No,
honky
put it out as
means
a
anymore.
sweatshirt. Put it out as a sweatshirt next winter.
Yo, merch collab.
Oh my god.
Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode from the Psychic Dolphin Garage. I'm Zach,
I'm Bo.
And I'm Dennis.
and today we have another guest. We always have a guest. We have a guest with us. It is our good friend and another shit poster as well, Grift Shop. How you doing today, buddy?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Fucking,
Doing great.
we made it through Christmas without dying. I
So
was told
far.
that if you gather with your family, you will die. I'm not sure if it's like the
And
ring
I did
rules
do
or
that.
what.
7 days, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm
But
very
I mean,
funny
I
for
am
stealing
planning on
jokes
being
from Scary Movie.
extremely wasted on Christmas, or on New Year's Eve. So I assume that it's still possible to
Yeah.
fucking finish out.
Yeah.
2020 will be the finale, I swear.
Yeah. Alcohol poisoning. Who knew?
Yeah. Who needs Corona
Could've
when I've got
predicted it.
Coronas?
Ooh. True. Well, we're here this week to talk about really fun, good things on this fun and good podcast that is not irony poisoned or have bad politics brain. And we are most especially not tainted by that dirty, dirty communism.
Hell yeah, baby.
Which turns you into a degenerate femboy psycho.
It worked on me.
Yeah, nothing but capitalist grifters on this show.
Absolutely. That's all that we are. We're here to stand the system, everything that it represents, and to ignore any evidence to the contrary. So,
Joe Biden, do we stand?
we're contractually obligated to say yes, Bo.
If we do not stand, we will be shipped off to Guantanamo, which is still open, wildly enough.
Wasn't that like the entire thing that Obama was supposed to get elected on? Was he's going to shut Guantanamo?
Obama.
That was
no,
one of the things,
Bay.
yeah.
Was the problem that then they couldn't do war crimes anywhere else?
I guarantee you,
I think
fucking
that
just
actually
Jade
was
Helm
it.
yourself a fucking Walmart somewhere in Kansas, and you can do war crimes there. Actually, shit, I think we are doing that already with a lot of these ICE camps.
War
So
crimes in Walmart? What?
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
alright.
unironically, like fucking like closed down mega stores. Those are the structures that they use for these camps.
It's the WAP, the Walmart Autonomous Precinct.
Hey, you got to do something with all that dead mall retail space since Joe Biden passed those anti-raving laws.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
Does that mean
Right?
that Joe Biden's going to go around to each one? Does Joe Biden have to be there when they separate that mall from the continental United States for like the ceremony?
Yeah,
Or?
no, Joe Biden came by my vaporwave art exhibition that I had set up in fucking God, what's a dead mall that I know the
Albuquerque?
name of? Albuquerque, sure. I was trying to remember the name of the one in Dallas that closed down like a decade ago. Anyway, yeah, Joe Biden came by and he and his buddies all in like matching leather jackets. With switchblades came and cut up my Saint Pepsi posters and knocked over my marble busts and yeah, now instead of a dead mall it's I don't know a fucking it's still a dead mall but now it's full of like pyramid schemes. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess there is no bigger pyramid scheme that we need to talk about right now than the vaccinations and when we think we're going to be getting them.
I mean, so we've established this podcasters are first in line, right?
Yeah,
well,
yes.
and I do have to remind you, Bo, that we are gamers, so I think that does knock us down a little bit in the podcast standing.
God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, speaking for myself, I'm not quite a full podcaster these days. I'm like sort of like a frequent guest, like have associations with a bunch of different crews. But I think what's gonna cut me to the front of the line for the vaccine is my visual impairment disability. I have 2200 vision, and I go every day fighting this fight, and I don't put it in my bio because it's a very personal thing to me.
Of course.
But I was saving it until I could use it for maximum leverage against the system, and I'm gonna use it to get the vaccine first.
Yeah, there you go.
If you haven't already gotten it yet, I have some bad news. There's a bunch of rich people that have already gotten the vaccine.
Oh no.
Could it be the system is not working?
It's almost like all of those videos and pictures of the richest people who are denying the rest of the population material help during this crisis getting the vaccine. It's almost like that is a bad look, It's almost like they wouldn't want to post those.
It's really funny because I personally, as someone who I had my brain scooped out at some point in the last 26 years of my life, I was really hoping for seeing Captain America or Spider-Man or Mickey Mouse getting the vaccine first, right? But these other people, old people who have power and money, I think they're the same thing. So it's cool that they got it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was that picture
cool
going around of there's that picture going around of Beto getting a shot. I think it was actually from 2019, he wasn't getting the shot, but the fact that it's believable that this guy that isn't even in government anymore, he's just this rich, influential person, would somehow have access to the vaccine. It just hit all those notes that made it just the perfect. Even if the person who posted it was actually fooled and thought that he was getting it, it just makes the perfect shit post that it just
absolutely
highlights the discrepancies of what's
Yeah.
going on, in terms of access.
Absolutely, yeah. No, this is definitely the system working. I don't think that we'll see the vaccine for a while. I am as much as the reports have said that our vaccine protects you against the new strain. I'm pretty certain we're gonna have a lot of people dying from the new strain before they even have the opportunity to get the vaccine. There's a whole
that's the
campaign
thing.
going right.
We've set up
right now,
travel
get
restrictions
vaccinated.
against the UK, and you've seen justified.
After
I'll
they
say.
did it against us.
Well, no, I'm gonna say you've seen a very justified, outpouring of anti-British, bigotry in this country, which couldn't have come sooner, right? And
I say more power to him. Let's fucking go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
anti-Limeyism.
Yeah, exactly. Justified anti-Limeyism, and that's all happened, right? That's totally all happened. We call it the Liverpool virus now, or fucking whatever. God, this has been a long fucking year, huh, boys?
Yeah.
Certainly has.
It is. This has been the worst one on the books, I gotta say. And I know that they're all supposed to be worse, like every year that you go. But like this really.
I mean, there was like a year that like I like attempted suicide like at least 3 times. I gotta say that this is probably one of the worst years. This maybe a little bit worse than that one.
Wow.
Yeah,
Shit.
like
Well-
that's the thing. Like years get worse.
Because you had to not attempt to do it, Dennis. You were like, "Damn, I'm
Yeah.
a fucking adult. I live with people. I don't want them to find my body." Like,
Yeah, like I just don't have the space. Like I share a room. Like
Like if it happens,
Yeah.
it happens. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck. God. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but like that's the thing. The kind of like mythology of the 90s and early 2000s was, oh yeah, history's over. Things are just up and up and up from here. And
fucking Fukuyama.
it all comes back to
End of history,
Fukuyama, bud. I'm
baby.
telling you. I've only read 3 books, and that's all I need. And that's Capitalist Realism by Mark Fisher, Caliban and the Witch by Sylvia Federici, and The Very Hungry Caterpillar. That's all you fucking need. All right, that's the Psychic Dolphin Garage reading list.
It's sort of funny, like the whole Fukuyama text is like the seminal like end of history, triumph of neoliberalism thing. One of the points that his entire thing was making was that yes, this system has triumphed, but there are going to be elements that are going to push back against it. And in this weird racist framing, he labeled all of the elements that are going to push back against the dominant neoliberal order under this bucket just called jihad. Like, so
Wow. Very,
Francis
like,
Fukuyama,
2000s.
anyone opposing just the dominance of like American neoliberal capitalism is a jihadist.
I mean,
wow, that came out in
call us
'92.
jihadists, I guess.
So that's like Clinton racism. My God.
Yeah.
Post
Yo,
Gulf
yo,
War
consider,
racism.
Consider Psychic Dolphin Jihad.
Ooh.
Yo, merch collab.
That slap. Does that slap? That fucking slaps.
That
right
fucking
there.
slaps. Let's go.
I'm about to put my
Alright,
head through the fucking wall, boys.
I apologize that every riff is literally just a merch collab riff, but that's all that
Look,
it is
I've
from here on
read
out. This
Dune.
is
We've
your
been
warning for
waiting
the
to
rest
do
of the
this for a
episode.
while.
All right, I retract my
Anyways.
previous statement. I have not read Dune. That is not one of the 3 books I listed earlier. I'm very sorry.
Okay, so let's move on here. We're gonna hit some trending stories. We're gonna hit some stories that aren't trending, and we're gonna dunk on some fucking neoliberal idiots because that's what we
Let's
always do. So first of all, don't look at my marshmallow bag.
I'm over here cleaning, and you're over here eating an entire bag of marshmallows.
Yeah.
This is staying in because your marshmallow bag is your scrotum.
That's yucky. Our first story is going to be the pardons now that Donald Trump dropped on us. Our Christmas, no, well, not quite Christmas Eve, but our prior to Christmas Eve pardons. The last pardon that Trump dropped was the Thanksgiving pardon of Michael Flynn.
Is
Pardoned
Michael
him-
Flynn a turkey? Is that a turkey's name?
No, unfortunately.
Then I don't fucking care. What kind of
Well, I
pardon
mean,
is that?
Turkey this
he
year?
has represented certain Turkish interests in the past. Let's just say that.
Ah, there you go.
Literally for lying to federal investigators. So there goes that out the
Which,
door. Fine,
I mean,
you can
that's
lie to
pretty cool.
federal investigators.
That's a cool thing to do.
Based.
I mean, yeah. I don't like
It's a
the one who
cool
did
thing
it.
done for bad reasons, we should say. Yeah.
Yeah, like skateboarding in the park at night is cool, but if you're doing it because you're trying to,
If you're skateboarding in the park at night because you're a pedophile, like, that's not cool. Don't do
yeah,
that.
No.
yeah.
Also,
That's
don't
really
ask me how that
ruins-
follows.
That really ruins the whole skateboarding in the park thing. Let's see. What are the big names that we gotta hit? George Papadopoulos, again, lying. I'm scrolling down this list of 30 people. That was the first round on December 22nd. George Papadopoulos is in there. He dropped it. Nobody really said anything, so I think he got a little more bold. On the 23rd, Roger Stone, Paul Manafort, Charles Kushner.
Hell yeah. Nothing but respect for my prison abolition president.
Yeah,
Like-
honestly, I mean, fuck. Compare the two, right? One president pardoning criminal after criminal, so-called criminal after criminal, I should say. The next president, his VP's literally a cop. Like, fucking, I think he's woke. I think he's woke.
Trump
I think
never
he's woke.
Trump never wrote a crime
sorry.
bill, straight up. Like,
Trump never wrote a crime bill.
yeah, for
I
real.
mean, you know what? That's true. That's true.
Uh,
I mean, who did Obama pardon that was like big? Obama didn't even pardon Snowden or what's the other contractor? Manning.
he made sure that they stayed imprisoned. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
exact opposite.
He said "fuck you" to them, like these big people that are advocating against government secrecy and overreach.
Of course.
Like, and Trump is just out here like, no, you know what? Everybody gets a pardon. You get a pardon.
Yeah, shit.
You get a
I haven't heard
pardon.
any news about Chelsea Manning since, like, fucking March.
I
She's
watched
alright.
Chelsea Manning streaming.
Was
Oh,
she
cool.
gonna
That's
run
nice.
for
Streams-
Senate or something? There was,
I didn't
there was
hear
that
about
like aborted Senate run that she was just mentioned online and then got into some online drama when people. Were
I mean, we've
posting-
all been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, people were like, "Oh, she's cozy."
I mean, you know, who among us has not primaried Ted Cruz? You know,
Oh yeah, on a writing
that's like just
campaign.
something you do in high school here in Texas.
These it's
Hey, dear Senator Cruz, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Writing it so then you get to the end. All right, read the first letter of each sentence and it's of each paragraph and it's fuck you.
Then you smear a bunch of fucking spicy ketchup on it and send it. Yeah.
honestly like Beto would have beaten him if he'd done like if he'd made the fact that he liked a porn tweet on 9/11 like the central crux of his like opposition marketing campaign.
Yeah. The whole like Charlie don't post fucking style of campaigning, I think, is way underrated. Because I mean, you know, let's face it, like a good part of Donald Trump's presidency and his ascendance was posting. So you know, if you can master posting to that same degree, I think you can master a lot else.
Yeah, just put up billboards, TV ads, online ads that just say Ted Cruz liked a porn tweet on 9/11, and probably
Exactly.
the people that are already going to vote against him, they probably think that's cool and just like funny, but it may cause some of his evangelical base to stay home if they
Yeah.
have this bit of info. It just needs to.
Well,
I feel like not
see,
a lot
that's
of
the
people
thing.
know
That's
that.
assuming that it sinks in through the layers of fucking corn syrup and you know everything else that these people have coating their brains, because like these people don't know what Twitter is. You know, evangelicals.
Yeah.
They have no fucking clue.
Oh my, yes. I'm just picturing, like, you know how they had like the tradcath like Zoomer faction within like the left Twitter sphere, I guess. Like, just imagining like a Protestant version of that, like a
the
little
Hillsong
like
Boys.
Protestant work ethic like pit crew sicko.
No, yeah, they all have like self-made fucking like edited in MS Paint Wojak versions of themselves as their avatars. Like, ugh.
God, that immediately tells me you're like FBI or something.
No,
like,
no, Dennis,
when you
it's an
have
alternate
all-
universe. It's an alternate universe next door to ours. All right, that's why it's so real. Okay, fuck.
No, but like when there is like someone who's too online and they start using like memes of themselves, I'm like, this is like your CIA. Someone has made this for you that wasn't a simp. Like,
Yeah.
so you become
I mean,
viral.
interns
No,
are basically
this is
simps,
absolutely
right?
not.
Like, you know, all your West Point fucking, you know, like, they're simps. That's the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, they're chumps anyway for working for nothing.
Okay, all right. Have y'all heard of Christopher 2X?
Not
No,
lately.
Who is this?
Christopher 2X is apparently a Louisville activist who runs a nonprofit dedicated to involving vulnerable youth in educational and community activities. Received a full pardon. He was originally got 3 years imprisonment and 5 years probation in 1985, conspiracy to distribute cocaine. September
It is
1986
shift.
violation. January 1987 violation.
Nice.
May 1990 violation. And then February 1992 violation. This is
Wow.
originally convicted in Arkansas, violation in Indiana, violation back in Arkansas, violation in Kentucky, and then a second violation in Kentucky.
My man cannot stop distributing cocaine.
I mean, who among us? Who among us, really?
Who among us just, like-
who has not handed out a couple bumps at a party, throw the first stone, all right?
Yeah, just you're not addicted to doing coke. You're addicted to selling coke.
We've all worked in the service industry, all right? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Actually, the only times that I've been offered coke was off a guy's dick, so like I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've also all been there, Dennis. So this is a,
I
this is a great.
personally have not, just for the record.
Yes.
Not
well-
yet. Grift, 2021 is going to be a new world.
They-
You haven't
2021,
been
all sorts
yet.
of things are going to open up.
Yeah, they didn't
Read into that
call
what
it-
you will.
Ooh, they didn't call it the Roaring Twenties for no reason after the plague of 1918. Okay.
Oh my god,
also
that fucking article where everyone's gonna be sucking and fucking when the pandemic's over. It's like, no, everyone's fucking alienated and broke. They can't
Everyone's
do shit.
gonna be bagged and tagged by the NSA. You mean?
Yeah.
A lot of these pardons are honestly mail fraud or false tax returns.
What about female fraud?
I mean-
And it's just with ladies.
Ooh. Yeah, Roger Stone, 5 false statements and witness tampering. Proven in court. Just nothing. $20,000 fine, 40 months imprisonment, and then 250 hours of community service. I hope they still make him do the community service.
I
I
mean,
just
It's so bizarre to me that we have this entire system that, like, you know, like the whole idea is that, you know, justice should be served, you know, there is, you know, law and order, but then you could just have a president be like, no, I thought there were checks and balances to things, but I guess not. Maybe I'm too silly to think that.
yeah.
I
The whole
just-
like,
I just-
wait
yeah.
a sec, people can just get away with this? Yeah, right.
Like the libs spent years building up the Mueller investigation as basically the like the QAnon Great Awakening, where just the veil
Like,
was
this
going
is
to be
it,
pulled
yeah.
back. This is it. They're gonna take down all of, like, it's gonna be like a domino effect. You're gonna take down Manafort. You're gonna take down and then it's just gonna
Gamergate
lead
for
to
the
Trump.
farmers market.
Yeah, and
demographic.
like and all the libs just bought all into that, and then all they got from it was these couple convictions of like Manafort and Stone and whatnot, and then Trump just pardons them at the end of his term anyway, so none of it fucking mattered. It was just so like, oh my god, like the levels.
There is a little bit of Schadenfreude.
Yeah. Oh my! They're just the levels they fell for this Russia stuff, and the way they glorify the intelligence services and the FBI and just like all like
Are very
like,
handsome and brave boys at the FBI, yeah.
yeah
All
like
those guys with like the hot dog necks.
Yeah, like this is certainly a spit in the face of people that believe that the system exists to protect them or to stop people from doing this stuff. If anything, what we saw was that these people tried so hard to get Russia to interfere, but they did not need like Russian James Bond to come set the election for them. They just ran really good advertisement campaigns because they stole our
I
personal
mean, not
data.
even really good advertisement campaigns. They ran
No,
middling
those were
advertisement
incredibly
campaigns
shitty.
and posted
Like,
memes. You know,
incredibly
it's,
shitty.
It's, I mean, shit. Like since fucking 2016, I've been saying like, yeah, no, I'd be much less worried about you know, foreign interference in American elections if Americans weren't such fucking morons.
Yeah, it's not that I'm worried about foreign interference. It's that I'm worried that at some point everyone will get too bored with interfering with our politics, and they'll just let us go down whatever path we fucking want to. That's actually more.
Well, I mean, yeah, in like 2028 or so, once China's like the hegemon, like, yeah, I mean, we'll be relegated to where we deserve to be. But until then,
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have, you know, fingers in our proverbial pie.
yeah,
Facebook
and
has just moved to a decommissioned U.S. aircraft carrier, so it doesn't have to That
yeah.
doesn't fall under any jurisdiction.
Yeah, they just like they go full Bob L. Reif and Snow Crash and just buy like a decommissioned aircraft carrier and park it in the middle of the ocean, just and like completely completely exempt from international law.
Yep. Yeah. Well,
Man, I love
they'll
money
dismantle
plan.
international law first, and then it'll be. So, anyways, since we're talking about Americans and how dumb and stupid they are, I guess let's jump into this. The story's kind of a little bit more under the radar than how bad these pardons are, because obviously, I think like there have been think pieces on them, but it's not really such big news because it's so not dysphoric. It's so dysphoric is the right emotion, but not the right word that I'm looking for.
Dystopian.
It's
No, it's
Lynchian, fucking I don't
dissonant.
know.
It's
Yeah.
so dissonant. It's
Dissonant. Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, so dissonant with like liberalism, like you said, Grift, that they can't bring themselves to like acknowledge that it's happened or figure out a way to break down what he did, because it's exactly what they said he would probably do. He just waited till now to do it. So instead they're just like, oh yay, the system works. See, he's pardoned some activists or whatever the fuck. And so now we get to talk about more basically QAnoners. Specifically, this incident that happened in Houston a couple weeks back that we covered on a stream, where an ex-Houston police captain who was fired 2 years ago, I believe, followed a worker in an air conditioning van, believed that there were hundreds of thousands of fake ballots in it, slammed into his car, pulled him out of the truck at gunpoint, and had a companion like take the truck and search for ballots, and it was later abandoned. This captain was paid $200,000 by the Liberty Center for God and Country.
Wow. That sounds like if somebody made that up for a TV show, it would be like, nah, they're making shit up. This isn't subtle enough. This sounds too fake. God damn it.
So
NCIS Austin.
So you
Yeah,
basically
it's
have
awesome.
these you have these like far right wing organizations with tons of money just paying these private investigators like hundreds of thousands of dollars to just hassle regular people for bogus voter fraud claims. Like this was just a guy who had absolutely no connection to anything that could possibly tie him to these like these supposed 750 fraudulently signed mail-in ballots. Besides probably the fact that he was Hispanic and had a van. Like that's probably the only reason. And
Yeah.
and
Which I should say too, in Central Texas is a pretty rare occurrence. Like,
yeah,
that's
you're never gonna
not
see
something
that.
that stands out at
Yeah,
all.
it's
or,
no, yeah, it's not like the whole state was once a different country.
Yeah, exactly. It's not as if like
Hispanic people, like anyone with brown skin, just like just odd occurrence in Texas, in
Automatically,
Tejas of all places.
Yeah.
like imagine just trying to go to your job, just trying to repair some air conditioners. People are hot, they're stuck in their homes, they need their air conditioners repaired, and just getting run off the road by this like right-wing psycho, this psycho ex-cop. I followed like the link rabbit hole a little bit and checked out like why this guy got fired from his cop job, and apparently it was because he tried to shut down an underground drag racing ring, or like by arresting like 300 people in public. Like he showed up to where the people would race their cars, but because the cops were there, they just weren't gonna race, obviously. So he's just like, fuck it, what do I do now? Just immediately arrest the 300 people there for no reason other than like loitering or some shit. And it was just a whole huge scandal and whatnot. And he got fired because of that. But now he's just hired for hundreds of thousands of dollars as a private investigator by this psychotic right-wing evangelical organization that is being directed by Trump proxies to hunt down these bogus
You know,
voter fraud claims.
I said it in 2016. The Hotline Miami is a documentary, and it holds true to this very day. The shitty homebrew tabletop game that uses the Hotline Miami setting is also a documentary.
Jesus, the lathe of heaven.
I've been meaning to shut mine off lately. It's getting a little too cogent.
This is the most Jumanji fucking game that I've ever heard of someone playing. Apparently, yeah. No, this Houston captain is just fucking stupid. Like, how do you be a captain and you decide to just do that? Like they can't. Your guys can't protect you when you step that far out of line. You know, you can't even. It's sure it's perfectly legal for us to hold people for 24 hours with no real reason, but there's no way to charge those people, and you look real bad. Mm-hmm. So this Liberty Center raised $600,000, though. Apparently, raised $600,000 to fight election fraud is what I believe is what I believe it was originally for, like to fight election fraud, to stop Houston from expanding early voting, all sorts of this bullshit that was circling around before the election, and now it's being dispersed to people that are willing to go out there and run people down and pull guns on them. So
normal shit.
The organization itself, Liberty Center, was actually founded and originally funded by Steve Hotz. Steve Hotz is a talk radio host, a physician, and a Republican activist. Physician is like extremely highlighted and like underlined and
right.
Not really a physician.
Yeah, physician has for each letter of the word you click on, there's a different link, and they're all just saying like, hey, no, he's not actually a doctor. Please, for the love of God, we can't stress this enough.
Yeah, he graduated from UT Med with a doctorate of medicine.
Haven't we all?
Pretty much as much a doctor as Joe Biden is.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. I trust who's the brain surgeon?
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson.
Yeah. I trust Ben Carson to give me health advice more than I trust this guy to give me health advice. And Ben Carson is like not good for anything but neurology.
Yeah, he's a neurosurgeon that doesn't believe in evolution. That's like bad.
That rocks.
Well, no, actually, because
that also doesn't even make any sense.
No, because God created our brains perfectly as they need to be 6,000 years ago, and they haven't changed since. So he knows the blueprint. Fucking checkmate, libs.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I guess you're right.
Yeah, the brain does not evolve that much over the 50-year span of his career. So.
Yeah.
I was doing a rewatch.
Which you definitely wouldn't know from looking at him.
I was doing like a rewatch of The Wire recently, and in the fourth season, in one of the school scenes, they were asking the kids what they wanted to be when they grew up, and one of them and like they were talking about the results after the fact, and they're like, yeah, people said they wanted to be pediatric neurosurgeons because of Ben Carson. And like God. Like it was literally like a Ben Carson reference from like a piece of like media from like 2007-8, and I was just like, damn, like I love seeing old references to these people in media, and then just like with the current context, like it becomes so much funnier.
Yeah. It's like a weird vignette that you get, like the sort of cultural attitude that we had at the time, and we're like, oh, we got this really wrong, didn't we?
Yeah, it's the kind of thing you see in a like behind the music kind of fucking documentary. Just like, oh yeah, we should have noticed then that this is an incredibly fucked up situation, huh?
Yeah, it's like Ben Carson went from like the one shining hope in the city of Baltimore for the inner city kids that they could one day become this pediatric neurosurgeon who's a famous person, to like the 2016 campaign where he's saying we should like carpet bomb the tunnels that the immigrants are coming over in, and then just being parked in HUD by Trump to just do nothing for 4 years, just dismantle the agency from the ground up.
He's just kind of hanging out. He clocks in at a good like 10, 11 in the morning every day. Eats a couple bagels from the lunchroom, and then looks at Facebook, and then goes home at 3. The ultimate gig.
Still very unaware of what his job actually is, but
he has a nice badge, and that's all that counts.
Turning like public housing into churches. That's what we're gonna find out about in like 5 years, is that he's been like turning projects into fucking mega churches somehow. I don't know. Like it's like fucking Sim City.
And then with the tax loophole with the churches there's many grifting possibilities there. Like
absolutely.
We probably haven't even scratched the surface as to what like shenanigans that HUD has been doing during his time.
Yeah. Finding out all these agencies have been just like not actually letting any time go to waste, just doing things very, very, very quietly while we are distracted by the very loud people that are doing also shitty things, like Hots, who is now being very loud about this.
That's the ultimate austerity, right? Is just rather than like, hey, outright saying, hey, we're gonna defund, this program that's been helpful to people. It's no, you put just like an absolute fucking Ben Carson at the helm and let it run itself into the ground, and then you privatize it after the fact, or just don't replace that service. Can
we just start just saying, wow, you really Ben Carson did?
Yeah, you Ben Carson the fuck out of that, buddy. Yeah. Wow.
Hots' track record of medical claims include such choice pieces as yeast hypersensitivity syndrome,
same,
pushing colloidal silver,
same,
using non-standard drugs for hypothyroidism.
Oh yeah, same.
By non-standard, I assume just liquid glucose.
It's all cocaine. Probably. It's all cocaine. Yeah.
Those real like old timey remedies.
Yeah.
Yeah, laudanum.
Jeez. Yeah. He sells hormone therapy products.
Same.
I don't even know what these hormone therapy products are. But he gained his wealth through wellness centers that sell bioidentical hormones that prevent cancer.
See, you're really missing out on the grift here, right? Like, fucking, let's set up hormone centers that it's just like, oh yeah, you want to wink, increase your male vitality, my friend, and meanwhile, like, his transition's going great. Fucking right after that, there you go.
Oh no!
No!
Yeah, no, that's the way. That's the way to work it. Rather than like, framing it as like, hey, we're actually helping people. Frame it as a grift, and then the fucking U.S. government will cut you a fat check to, do fucking gender affirming healthcare. There you go. It's that simple.
Damn. I mean, that is how you slowly poison and then activate the left as sleeper agents, as you
want this testosterone to
bioidentical hormone.
Wink, regain your fucking virility that you had as a young man. Well, Oliver, let me put you down for fucking however much per month, and I'll totally write down that you're 40 and not 20, and there you go. Boom.
No, Bo. It says it's a bioidentical hormone to gain back your vitality. It says that it's bioidentical. It doesn't say, that it's basically estrogen. It's actually in a very like sleek black packaging with
so
silver
it's
lettering.
that shit they put in Impossible Burgers. I gotcha.
Yeah.
But they branded it with the dude wipes branding, where it's like
exactly
just hyper masculine aesthetics.
Beautiful.
You missing your male vitality? get some of our bioidentical human hormone today.
Okay, you joke about it looking like dude wipes, but I turned 30. I started working out, and I also started getting like ads for like steroids, and they are literally called like Hercules potion and things like that from like these pharmacies in Florida that like literally have like either gray and blue lettering on a black background, or like it's just like Greek statues and stuff.
Oh my god, that's
So,
such
like,
a perfect
it's for
right-wing
fucking-
grift
yeah.
right there.
Return to tradition, and that tradition is fucking guys. Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I want you to know that every mile will be worth your while. When you go the distance, you'll be right where you belong.
What do you think
And that's
Identity
in a
Europa
dude's
is all
butt.
about?
God.
Oh no. Looking beyond the glory is the hardest part. I'm just reading go the distance lyrics now. And that's how they sold these basically. I mean that's pretty much how you do it, right?
If it works, it works, you know? Goddamn.
Hotz isn't just a run-of-the-mill crank. He's been a fixture in Texas conservative circles for decades, thanks to his millions.
That sounds like a
he's
run-of-the-mill
made
crank to
through
me.
the wellness centers, and he's attacked LGBTQ rights. He's called COVID-19 the deep state's tool, and he is also now, of course, been very, very into the 2020 election trutherism.
Stop the
I mean,
steal.
again, this does sound like a very run-of-the-mill crank, though.
Apparently,
Yeah,
in
this
1989,
is like you could fucking. This is a great value crank.
yeah, great value because it's Walmart brand, of course. I don't understand how people don't understand that this is Texas. Like this guy in 1989, 1986, he pledged to drive homo-fascists from Houston to San Francisco. In where is it? In 1989, he backed a candidate that said we need to fight HIV and AIDS by shooting the gays.
Oh God, I was gonna say I think I know who this candidate might be, but then I'm like, wait a second, I think this was a pretty common thing for right wingers to say at the time.
Yeah.
Again, run-of-the-mill, great value brand. Fucking, this does not narrow it down. Unfortunately.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, this could be anyone's Texan uncle, if I'm being honest.
We're working with established archetypes here. Like,
Texas is just full of character actors.
Yeah.
I'm just a small Texas oilman.
Jesus. I only have 16 different wells on my property, and
I
half
may
of them
not be
paid
some
to
big
me.
fancy country lawyer, but
Jesus. And,
I
Just-
love
just-
your country lawyer.
Charlie from Always Sunny dressed up as the oil guy selling like hormone therapy door to door.
I've been poisoned by my constituents. Now, would you like some testosterone? God damn.
this is completely you can't tell the difference between this and real human testosterone. It's practically identical, even though this is an oil-based
just-
product.
Yeah, it's petroleum and just ground up bull testicles.
That's all we export out of Texas, actually.
Steers, queers, and
Petroleum and
steroids.
ground up testicles. Yeah.
That's why we're
the CBT state.
the Amarillo Plains oysters.
Ugh. Yeah, no, actually, I got my,
Wait, you
my
had to
degree
pull
in,
a rum to get through that.
Maybe I did. I got my degree in, geological technical engineering. Meaning I fucking scout places to put fracking sites out west. From
And by
CBT.
scout, I mean I
Yeah,
put
central.
my dick in the ground tonight.
Central. I don't know, Burleson Tech. Yeah. Fuck, man. This sucks.
It sounds like you made a sentence out of the things that were in your pocket.
He's doing the Kaiser Soze method of riffing.
Yeah,
fuck me.
Stephen Hotz is, as shitty and crazy as it sounds, like, yeah, it's just our weird uncle that shows up to Christmas some years and has a girlfriend sometimes, but it's definitely not a girlfriend.
And you know what? To be fair, who isn't shitty and crazy by the end of 2020? All of us, really, right?
Yeah.
Right? We all ran homophobic smear campaigns in the 80s, right? Huh? Yeah.
That's just what grifting is. So, you know what?
That's what grifting is.
I roll with the
reason
tide.
for the fucking season, my man.
A rising tide brings all the straight boats with it. The gays don't have boats.
No,
Yeah.
gays can't drive or navigate the ocean.
Then explain pirates, Dennis.
They did not navigate the ocean. They went where their hearts led them, Bo.
Yeah, they didn't go straight. They went gaily forward.
Yeah, they literally
love
just
that.
followed
Yes.
a compass that went to their heart's desire.
They followed a pass.
Cum piss is, also.
Whatever.
Yep. Anyways, do we want to talk about the economics of stopping an asteroid? Get to a really serious section where we talk about, the economic impact that stopping a planet-destroying asteroid would have on us. How many years of austerity would we have to do to stop an asteroid? How many asteroids can we really feasibly stop a year? I mean, if it costs money to make a missile to destroy asteroids,
yeah.
then...
So first of all, I gotta say, this is just that meme. A meme has predicted this shitty fucking NPR article. The meme where it's like, you see like the Earth getting like swallowed by some Lovecraftian terror or hit by an asteroid, and it says, "Oh no, think of the economy." Right. Second of all, what is the salary of a single John McClane? I think we can pay that to deal with an asteroid. And those are my takes. Go off of that.
Marx never wrote anything about like giant asteroids and Das Kapital, so I really don't know.
Yeah, he didn't predict it. How are we to? We don't have the text to follow.
No.
But
yeah. It's not in the manga,
Also,
that's for sure.
I just like if it does happen when it happens, I'm gonna just accept it. Like we had a good run, folks, but we already fucked this one up enough. Like, I don't give a shit. Let's just all melt.
No, absolutely. That's a
we're
no one to
arguing
hold them, no one to fold them kind of situation.
Yeah, if we're already arguing about how much it's going to cost to stop asteroids from hitting the Earth if we manage to detect one before it hits us, we lost. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a losing situation.
If you have to go, is your economic system viable? Well, let's see. NPR in 2015 asks, well, can we afford to stop asteroids? No.
We can't afford it.
Not.
So
this was like a Planet Money episode originally published in 2015, but it says the reason they brought it back, just a quote here, we're looking back over the past year, we realized one thing hasn't happened. We haven't been hit by an asteroid yet. It's just like this cringy, this person who probably wrote this fucking thing does not have any material concerns. Just this NPR lib just doing his just.
Look, they were scrolling YouTube. They were scrolling YouTube in 2015 and saw a video about it. Well, how many asteroids are there on the Earth? They went, oh, whoa. Oh.
Yeah. Oh my. Just this like little like performative. Oh, what a bad year we had. But what would be worse if an asteroid came? It's like, no, you have no idea what people are suffering with out there. And
a lot of people have died,
Yeah, a lot of people have died from asteroids.
300 something thousand Americans at this point, But what about an asteroid? Like, I haven't been able to brunch all year, so what if then the fun meme thing, the Reddit thing to happen in 2020 would be an asteroid? Wow.
Twee, that's the word I was looking for. It's
twee is exactly the word.
It's just twee lib shit. It's like, oh my god, and just like just a quote here, but we do have a show on the topic in the archives, and given the year, we thought it might be a good idea to roll it back out. You know, just in case. There is still a couple days
Just
left.
in case.
Fuck off.
You, Justin.
Fuck off. Like, you seriously have
Goddamn.
nothing better to do than just repost, like, an episode from the most sicko NPR, like, podcast offering there is, Planet Money. It's like the fucking globe emojis at NPR.
God damn. Fuck.
The globe emojis, they've united. They all simp each other on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's because those are the only people that they actually like interacting with them is themselves. That's why they also have a podcast. We've experienced this syndrome ourselves as, you know, as podcast hosts. Where once you start the podcast, you are the only people that like listening to you talk.
Yeah.
So
Listen, if you want like local artisan podcasting, like just pay me to move into your front yard and drink beers all day and extemporate on just bullshit. But until that point, NPR is the
Bo
best
can
you've
talk
got,
about-
I'm afraid.
Yeah, Bo can talk about Banjo-Kazooie for like days.
I've got some
Yeah.
takes, all right? I've got some takes.
We
like,
have
fucking
terabytes
Grant Kirkhope,
of-
sure, great. Don't
we
get
have
me wrong.
we have
but
listen,
like,
we have terabytes of audio backlog from having to cut out Bo giving us takes on Banjo-Kazooie.
listen,
Yeah,
there could
just
have been
any
there could have been
N64 platformer.
dozens of Hayao Miyazaki movies about Banjo-Kazooie, tons and tons of adaptations. You could have made it a fucking entire 7-season series, right? But they didn't do it. Nintendo didn't do it because they're too afraid, and Rare is British, and you know, let's be honest, a lot of the world is Britphobic, which you just have to reckon with that.
Anti-Limeism.
Yeah.
It's a real issue, folks.
Yeah.
God, that company sucks these days. Have y'all played Sea of Thieves?
They do.
No.
It's like okay. It's okay.
It's okay
it got
now.
Good
It was not
after like
okay.
3 years of updates. But
Funny how all those fucking games that were hyped up that I didn't buy were that thing.
yeah, I can't wait for Cyberpunk to be good in 2023.
In 2077. Has anybody made
Yeah.
that joke yet? Oh wow, it will be good in 2077. Finally.
I saw somebody saying like, "Oh yeah, it's like Fallout New Vegas, like it sucks vanilla, but it's gonna be good with mods." First of all, Fallout New Vegas is a fucking classic, even in its shitty, janky state. Second of all, fuck off.
Yeah. More importantly,
These are the real things people are
Fallout
worried
New
about.
Vegas.
And,
Fallout New Vegas is good
yeah.
again in 2020. Now that it has mods.
now
Fallout New
that
Vegas-
H Bomber guy made a video about it, and I'm horny for it again. Yeah.
There you go. Fallout New Vegas came out in 2010. It was also like still the best Fallout like that we have had since 2010. Well, Outer Worlds has a good world system as well too, but like it was
Outer
still a
Wilds is
good-
way better, but whatever.
Okay.
I'm
Whatever.
gonna be
Astroneer,
fucking pinky
whatever
out
new
about that.
Astroneer, No Man's Sky knockoff we're on now. Fucking Surviving Mars, Outer Wilds. I don't fucking know. I can't keep up with them.
Space Engineers. Are we just talking about video games again? Again?
We'll do more video games.
I mean, this is
next
my
week.
fault. Not gonna lie. This
Yeah,
is
I have absolutely nothing to add on the video game front.
Grift Shop is not a gamer. That's how they stay
Yeah.
grifting.
That's why you're getting the
Ant-
vaccine first.
if you're not
Anti-gaming
gaming, then-
action.
if you're not gaming, you're grifting.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
I just don't have any time. Like who can game when there's so many grifts out there?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've hit our full bow next year. We can do episodes next year on games.
That's
Yeah.
what they always say.
Yeah, get it? Because it'll be next year by the time we do our next episode. Because it's our last episode of the year. Merry Christmas,
Yeah,
everyone.
2020, motherfucker.
I hope that if you were able to safely see your relatives, that that you had a good time. I hope that you ate food for Christmas. I am sorry if you could not do either of those things. I'm happy that you were able to keep yourself and your families safe. Happy New Year's, everyone. We will be on doing a New Year's stream for everybody. Thank you to our patrons who have supported us this year. All of our new patrons this year, we've gotten quite a few new patrons who have thought our show is cool enough to throw money at us, and we've bought equipment that's improved our streaming. We've bought mics. We gave Charlie a setup. I got some cool fancy decks for Twitch and for controlling audio. We paid everybody a little bit of money over Christmas. It means a lot to us that it means a lot to me.
Yeah,
that
we
I was
here at
able
the
to
Psychic
pay.
Dolphin offices in San Francisco really appreciate the millions of dollars y'all have been sending in.
Wait, Bo, what do you mean the
You know what I'm saying.
offices?
Yeah, the
Is there-
offices.
is
We're all getting together in person. Yeah.
Am I the only one that's remote now, Bo?
No, we're all having like face-to-face interactions with our employees every day. Our army of editors to make sure that this show is as crisp and clean as possible. The like 5 or 6 masters audio technicians that I have personally. Where are you, man?
Hey, gotta salute essential workers.
Yeah, I flew Grift here to the offices to record.
Yeah, I'm in the same room as you guys.
Yeah,
how,
like we're shaking hands right now, like we're
I'm
closing
sure.
a business deal.
I'm sure the audience can tell, right?
Yeah.
The Psychic Dolphin conglomerate.
Oh no, that sucks.
The international
Psychic Dolphin LLC. Yeah.
We are the 6th International. We are the Psychic Dolphin International.
We're the 69th International. First of all.
Ooh. Yeah. It means a lot to us as small creators. Grift. Every time someone buys a shirt from you, I mean, maybe the serotonin doesn't pump as hard and heavy as it used to, as hot and heavy as it used to. But small creators doing cool lefty stuff. It feels great to have people out there that are supporting us, and we hope that everybody's holiday, the rest of your holiday at least, goes well. Grift, you have some plugs to throw at us. Let's get them out there so that the people know where to find you.
Yeah. So on Twitter, you can follow me at Grift Shop. The O is a 0. And the merch site, which if you're listening to this, you're probably aware of, but it's at grift.shop. The war on Christmas merch is really hot this time of year. But I got tons of stuff up there. I got some merch collabs with Dolphin Garage and other podcasters and left Twitter people. So I got a ton of stuff up there. So maybe throw some holiday money you got this year at a merch piece that you've been thinking about picking up for a while.
I gotta get the Aaron shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Aaron,
the
stealing our Grift.
the Sodus collection. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we felt like we had to do a Dolphin drop just because of his username, but we have our own Dolphin collabs on the Grift Shop, and I'm sure we're gonna have some more stuff coming soon. Grift Shop and Dolphin Garage collab.
Yeah, ours originally is furry related too. So please, because we know we have a lot of furry listeners.
What do we do that isn't furry related? Dare I ask?
What do we not? Yeah, we want to be the most inclusive podcast possible.
I mean, I wouldn't call dolphin, like people with like anthro dolphin sonas, furries necessarily, because dolphins don't have fur. But whatever you are, hell yeah.
It sounds a lot better than calling them slipperies.
I don't like that. Don't like that one bit, sir.
Yeah, we got that dolphin merch. The My Fursona is a psychic dolphin, which actually one of my younger brothers bought that hoodie the other day with his Christmas money. So
great.
Yeah, just has absolutely no idea the furry connection. Just liked the dolphin logo. And I asked him is like, you got this text on the back. Are you good with that? And he's like, yeah, whatever, it's cool. But so he's gonna go back to college with My Fursona is a psychic dolphin hoodie, and oh my god, I wish I could see some reaction videos.
Again,
I fucking love Zoomers.
Yeah.
I fucking love Zoomers. My god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're fucking.
That is great.
They're so cool.
I'm just glad I got the extra long tee before that one went out.
Yeah, my supplier dropped those. So if you have a long Grift Shop tee, that's a limited edition item. I love those shirts. So if
you have a Grift Shop Long Island tee, you're even better off.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go. Well, yeah. My unemployment runs out again for the second time, I will be selling my limited edition long Grift Shop shirts.
It's got podcaster sweat on it, so
you can smell the
bit
Cheetos.
early, bit hard.
You can smell the Cheetos. You can taste the tears for yourself.
We we also got the Slick Willie shirt with the classic.
The classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Our two collabs, the Slick Willie and the Dolphin Persona tee.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to wear the Psychic Dolphin. I'm not allowed to wear the Persona tee out in public, apparently, but the Slick Willie one is. I've gotten compliments on it before. We were out shopping somewhere, and some guy was like, "Nice shirt." I'm like, "Oh, he's complimenting Ashley. It's fine." The Korean restaurant. He's like, "Oh, nice shirt." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, Ashley's wearing her, Haikyuu shirt or whatever." And
Sure.
And he was like looking at
all
me,
right.
and I'm like, "Oh, the Grift Shop shirt, yeah. No, it's fucking
Yeah.
sick, right?
Yeah, bud. Yeah.
Yeah, bud. Go check it out. Grift.shop.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
getting
bud.
some really entertaining DMs from people over the holidays, being like, "Yeah, I wore my War on Christmas merch to the holiday gathering," and people had some interesting reactions to it. But so because I feel like this time of year is when my stuff shines, because it's wearing it out in public is one thing, but then wearing it to the Christmas dinner with your reactionary uncle is another.
Oh yeah.
And what else, if not that, is the reason for the season,
Absolutely. And also, just to close out my little plug here, I want to thank you guys, because you, like, pretty much a little more than a year ago, you guys invited me on this show for the first time, and that was my first podcast experience ever. And just reflecting on this past year, just all the crazy stuff that's happened and where we're going to go from here, it's truly been an honor to work with you guys and to be brought into this sort of podcasting left Twitter ecosystem, in large part through being promoted at the beginning by people like you guys. So I just want to say thank you, and I'm really looking forward to see wherever this goes next.
Well, first of all, nothing of honor is stored here. Second of all, or whatever the fucking nuclear waste, site thing is. But second of all, thank you so much. That's cool as shit to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are happy to support you in all of your grifting, because you're it's just too, like, you are just like the train wreck that you leave, or just the field of, like,
The scorched earth behind you.
like-
Like General Sherman marching through Atlanta. You leave nothing but dead shitbags in your wake. And you know what? Props. Cheers.
It's
fucking props
it's
and
honestly,
cheers.
It's honestly some of the best shit on Twitter.
And I don't even fight with people that much. Like, I just like subtweet most of
no.
the time.
It's totally organic.
Yeah.
It needs no tending. It's like you're a Disney princess and birds just start singing around you. Except birds are discourse, and the singing is fucking more discourse. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my good friend Aaron, Posada's Trap God, he's been getting into sort of the analyzing left Twitter through the concept of, like, deboards, like the spectacle and the situationists, and, like, it's just it's really interesting to consider, like, what in this post-Bernie, post-electoral landscape, like, just it's interesting to consider, like, what is being created by left Twitter, like, what are we doing there, like, and honestly, like, at this point, if you have grand pretensions that this is some this is entertainment, and it's political entertainment, but at the end of the day, it's entertainment, and it's fun for us, and hey, you might even make a little bit of money from it. You guys make a little bit of money from it, but it's more about the connections and the fun we have, and it's about the respite from hell world, and it's
Exactly.
like
The real Psychic
it's
Dolphin Garage was the friends we made along the way.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's what we're doing here. We're having fun. We're making memes. We're making merch. We're making content. And it's not really more serious than that. It's not this huge, like, people get their heads wrapped up with, like, the false consciousness of pretending that the, like, internet media is this grand material political project. And yeah, it is informed by our ideological, the things we believe in and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's about connecting with other like-minded people and just having a good time.
Exactly. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, not to like that. That was not meant to be blackpilling. That was just I've been thinking about this stuff a little bit at the end of the year. So just
No, honestly, it's simultaneously blackpilling, and we're all talking over each other now. It's cool, is my point. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say honestly, that's a little bit more optimistic than anything.
Yeah.
Because like, not everything, like, while everything is viewed from the scope of our, of our shared, economics and like hope for the future, it is not like, not everything's explicitly communist. Like, not everything needs to be like, fucking hammer and sickles on every goddamn thing. Well, it would be pretty tight. It's not like,
but only for the aesthetic.
Yeah, it's only for the aesthetic sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Well, cool. I think we can wrap there.
No, we have one last thing to plug from us, and that is our D&D podcast, Dolphins and Garage. Speaking of not having much to do with politics, but just having fun, we premiered our debut episode of Dolphins and Garages, our tabletop RPG podcast, on Christmas. Go listen to it now on this feed. If you really like it, thanks. All the future episodes will be available on Patreon first. They'll eventually make their way on this feed at a much, much later time. So if you are really interested in Isham, Draws, and Barry, just go ahead and listen to us for as low as $1.
Yeah.
And you'll get all the...
This is
all
my
the,
Isham Amerligon voice. This is how he sounds in the game.
Yeah.
Per my
except
memory.
I also
you
add
deepened
some
it also,
modulation. Yeah, I add some modulation to it. So.
That's how he sounds,
Yeah. So please check it out. It was a lot of fun to to make, but it's also really time consuming to edit. So I'd appreciate it if you check it out.
Please clap.
Please clap.
Also, breaking news. Breaking news: the relief bill has been signed. So.
Oh yeah, we're getting our
cool.
600s, boys. Everybody's
all right.
Y'all better play
chickens.
fucking Demon Souls with me, otherwise we're not friends anymore. All right.
It's not enough to pay your rent, but it's enough to buy either a PS5 or a gun.
Yeah. Both of those are on eBay as well. A PS5 or what other computer hardware you're in need of. $600 can probably get you a 5700 non-XT version on eBay. Oh no, actually you can get an XT for less than $600. So yeah, get that bag. If you got a new monitor for Christmas, get a new graphics card to go with it. Anyways, I am gonna go hop on eBay immediately and add $600 worth of things to my cart. And
that's what I call stimulating the economy right there.
There you go. It's consumerism, baby. We will see y'all for our Tuesday stream. And Grift, we will see you in the post.
In Twitter jail.
Yeah,
Twitter
we will
jail.
see you on the timeline. Stay safe. Don't get canceled.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Howdy, y'all. Don't forget to follow our link tree in the show notes to discover new things like our Discord, social media platforms, and all the places where you can listen to our podcast. Word of mouth is the best way to introduce us and other leftist creators to friends, family, coworkers, your AA buddies. Community is about more than hot takes online. And if you want to support our efforts, you can donate to us at patreon.com/psychicdolphingarage, which is spelled how it sounds. Hope to see you on the stream tonight. Enjoy this music by JJ Dean.
How the fuck I still got a full head of hair? Not a single gray. Fuck the cops, family first, every single day. Bringing a charm when I ring the alarm. My arms got a box cutter insignia. We gotta abolish ICE, abolish it. No need to apologize, the Holocaust apologists. For no reason we colonized the land and put up monuments. Dope needles, dollar signs to go upstairs and astonish. I hope there'll be a punishment. I really wanna get bloody. I really wanna stand in judgment of anybody taking money from anybody in the struggle. Anybody on a budget. Poor people getting 10 to 20 for some dumb shit. Corporations incorporating a bloodlet. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, This coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words. This coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words.